Hey everyone, this is Brian with Advantage Chiropractic Wellness. Chronic fatigue. It's a serious long-term illness that affects many of our body's systems. People with chronic fatigue often struggle just doing their day-to-day activities. Many just plain can't get out of bed anymore. Here are some of the common symptoms. Severe fatigue, sleep problems, problems thinking, concentration, pain, dizziness. What tends to happen is if they push themselves just to get through their day, it tends to be even worse for them later. According to the Institute of Medicine, a report published back in 2015, an estimated 836,000 to 2.5 million Americans suffer from chronic fatigue. Most haven't even been diagnosed. See, we are beings of energy. When we get to the point where we're burning more energy than we're creating, then these health problems start to set in. Chronic fatigue isn't just because you don't sleep enough. That can certainly play a role in the problem, but it's not the only problem. Everyone understands that our bodies run on energy. So when we don't have enough energy to run our body systems, then they just plain old don't work well anymore. It's just like your car. If you don't have enough gas, you're not going to make it to your destination. So if your tank is close to empty and you try to drive to the next city, it's not going to make it. It's the same problems with our bodies. If we're low on energy, then we can't heal anymore. They can't replace our damaged cells. They can't do our day-to-day functions. If you're dealing with this, it is tough just to get out of bed some days. When your body's so fatigued you can't get out of bed, how are you ever going to do anything that's fun? Things like play with your kids, your grandkids. You can't do the hobbies you like to do. Or maybe you don't even have any libido anymore. It's a serious problem. So now that you're dealing with this chronic fatigue, you're tired all the time, and you understand what part of the problem is, what do you do about it? You've tried sleeping for a couple days straight. It doesn't quite seem to fix it. Maybe you've changed your diet. Both of those help. And often they can, even that all by itself, fix the problem. But what if it doesn't? Let's test you to see what's going on. One of the sayings in our office is, we don't guess, we test. We start with blood work. So you're asking yourself, well, what do we test for? We need to see if your thyroid's working. This tends to be a huge problem, and it tends to be a frequent problem. We test to see if your liver and kidneys are working properly. We'll figure out what's causing this horrible fatigue for you. What's the next step? Well, once you determine what the problem is, then we're going to get you started on a specific diet that's what you need. We are all different. We have to figure out what is best specifically for you. Then we're going to put you on a specific supplements that's designed to support your body's needs. Some of the supplements will put energy into your system. That is literally all they do. That way, your body can use that energy to start fixing some of these issues inside. We're going to use technology. These technologies are based on putting energy into your system. One of them is called frequency-specific microcurrent. And what we found is that every organ of the body has its own frequency. You put that frequency into that organ, and that organ will start to heal itself. It's going to use that energy. It's going to use those resources so it can start to heal itself. Now, we have another one. That one's called pulsed harmonics. What pulsed harmonics does, it uses a magnetic field to re-energize the mitochondria in our cells. When you re-energize those cells, they start to work again. You would be amazed at how much better you feel, how much more energy you have when the mitochondria in your cells, every cell has mitochondria in it, it has to, but when all those cells start to function again, you feel so much better. If you want to see how this technology works, how it works for you, we do have a special offer for you. This is just going to take about an hour to do. We run 2 programs on you from the frequency-specific microcurrent, and then we're going to work to detox. We have another technology we use for that as well. What happens is most people drag themselves in, but when they tend to leave, they are energized. This is only $49, so it's a real inexpensive way for you to come in and figure out, is this right for you? Can this stuff work for you? Our next step, your next step, is to click on the link next to the video to get registered. One of our staff is going to give you a call and get you scheduled. You can also give us a call directly at 815-389-7911. We'll get you scheduled. I know you're tired, but if you want to and you want to start feeling better, you want to start having energy again, you have to click on the link or you have to give us a call. Either way, you got to get scheduled if you want to change. This is easy. It's simple. We're just going to put energy back in, all that energy that you've been missing. Okay, don't wait. The longer you wait, the longer it's going to take for you to start feeling good again.